my rants. Welcome back to another video by myself, my rants YouTube, and today we are looking at the Championship's newly relegated sides to go to the League One. And basically we are here to talk about the teams that have been relegated. I will put them right here now, there for you. They're there, you can see them. Unfortunately they have been relegated, but let's go into the video and describe the teams in some history. Why did they get relegated and how will they cope in the League One? Will they get promoted back up? We will see. So let's roll in to the first team. Before we get in the video, look at that. 29.1% of you are only subscribed. So if you're not subscribed to one of the good channels on YouTube, like and subscribe, and let's get into the video. The first team is Hull City that have been relegated. Now Hull City, as you may know, are quite the established team. Founded in 1904, and they're known as the Tigers. They play outside the KCOM Stadium, which is a capacity of 25,586, ran by the manager Grant McCann. And Hull City aren't shy of Premier League football. They were in the Premier League only 3 seasons ago, and basically 3 seasons prior they were in the FA Cup final. Unfortunately, with Steve Bruce's side missing out on the trophy against Arsenal, they got beat. Now with Hull City, you just have to highlight some of their star players this season. Kamil Grzycki, Josh Magennis, Tom Eaves, with a combined goal scoring total of 19 goals between those three. And then the late Jared Bowen, who moved in the January transfer window to West Ham in the Premier League, where he accumulated 17 goals and 7 assists in one half of the season. Now, my view on Hull City, on why they've been relegated, is for 2 reasons. Jared Bowen and their defence. Now, Jared Bowen was a key part of Hull City on the right. He would always assist the balls in, or he would go and do it himself. Now, losing Jared Bowen, they haven't found a capable replacement. Grzycki can do a job, but he's not versatile enough. Their defence as well. For example, the 8-0 misery thrashing against Wigan Athletic only a couple of weeks ago. And that just goes to show that defensively Hull City haven't got the goods to supplement the team overall. Now, the last time they went into the League One was 2004 to 2005 season, where they did get promoted, 2nd place with 86 points. Now the big question, the big question is, what is my thought on them going to the League One? I feel like it's bad. They're a very big club, good following. They've still got the Premier League supplements. You know, they've still got the Premier League fans still there. But do I feel like they'll get the promotion back up to the Championship? I do feel so. Why? It's because if they can keep the players who have done brilliant this season, like Josh Magennis or Tom Eaves, because those 2 players know the League One inside out via playing for Charlton and via playing for Peterborough and everyone like that. And I feel like if they can keep those players, get a good sale on Grzycki, bring some players who know the league inside and out, I feel like Hull City will be going back up to the Championship. But for now, Hull, enjoy the League One. I am sorry, but let's move on towards the next club which have been relegated. Now, Charlton Athletic. This side is well known for being in the Premier League but dipping between the Championship and League One. And unfortunately they have been relegated as well. They were founded in 1905, the winning season for Chelsea with that big goalkeeper that won the FA Cup in that year, Chelsea did. They are managed by the notorious hard nut Lee Bowyer, if you can remember him, the Newcastle-Aston Villa match where both players got sent off for having a cheeky scrap. It was Lee Bowyer and Kieran Dyer. Now they play outside the Valley Stadium. You may know the Valley Stadium for such games of the Sidemen charity match for the past 2 years. And they can hold 27,111 people. Now, this club isn't shy of being in the Premier League. Last time they were in the Premier League was the 2006 to 2007 season. That was only 13 years ago, and still they hold that passion to this day. Unfortunately, they are back now into the League One, but surprisingly they showed some brilliant form last year in the League One. 2018-19 season, they won the playoff final, beating Sunderland 2-1 with a last-minute goal from Bauer, the defender. And this season they've showed some brilliant players, the likes of Macaulay Bonnet and Lyle Taylor, 11 goals each. You got Conor Gallagher, ex-Chelsea youth player and Swansea player, banging in 6 goals and 2 assists. Jonathan Lecco, ex-West Brom player, 5 goals, 4 assists. And Aidan McGeady. But there's going to be no McGeady spinning in the Championship next year. He may be doing it in the League One. But the main aspect is this. Will I think Charlton will get the automatic promotion, or will we get back to the playoffs to get back in the Championship next season? I feel like no, I don't, because they only scraped the playoffs, luckily, with some hard luck, having to beat Doncaster on penalties to get to the final, and luckily scoring with Bauer for the title. But my problem for Charlton this season would be the lack of ambition Lee Bowyer brought to the table. They really didn't, they lacked panache, they lacked flair, but you know, all clubs do at some point, and unfortunately Charlton have been relegated. Let's get in towards the last one, which is Wigan Athletic. Wigan Athletic have been relegated, and this team are very undeserved of being relegated. Now, this team has faced administration via a 12-point deduction due to poor financial disagreements. Now, if you want to see the full video on Wigan Athletic, it's in my playlists. You can find it on the channel and like it and have a watch. You may learn something. Now, with Wigan, they were known to win trophies. Back in 1932, they were founded and they were known as the Latics, took from their athletic name. They played outside the DW Stadium after 2005 when it was known as the JJB. They play with a 25,133 capacity and ran by Paul Cook. Now, they're not afraid to winning trophies and causing big upsets. Back in 2012-13 season, they won the FA Cup against Man City. That Ben Watson header, unbelievable, Jeff, last minute pitch. But this season has been overwhelming for Wigan. Before the January transfer window and before this coronavirus, they were dipping to the relegation zone via no deduction. Here's the thing, if they didn't have those 12 points deducted, they'll be a mid-table side, but unfortunately it had to happen. And some star players this season, Kiefer Moore, Jamal Lowe, ex-Portsmouth player, if you remember him from the EFL Trophy final for Portsmouth, basically single-handedly won the trophy. Kieran Dowell, ex-Everton youngster and Nottingham Forest player, has been playing for Wigan this season. And Windass. When you hear Windass, let me tell you at the back, when you hear Windass, what clicks into your head? I tell you, bold man Dino Windass. Dean Windass, you may not know him. He played for Darlington, but more importantly Hull City. He scored that absolute Bobby Dazzler, pure peach of a volley in the playoff final to get them into the Premier League. Unbelievable, Jeffington. But yeah, Wigan Athletic are known to be producing some players. They've got a very good youth setup. They have got a lot of youth players at the club, like Alex Dobre, the Romanian left mid. They've got Daniel Gaioli, the Hungarian goalkeeper. They've got Joe Garner, nice little versatile striker. And they have got players like Coldwell. They've got Burns still. And they've got some very good players. But unfortunately, curtains have closed for the Championship. And it'll be the first time returning for the last 2 years, where they won the title in the 2017-18 season. But do I feel, will they come back up? If they can get financially stable for the season ahead, I feel like this could be Wigan's season and they could be backing up. But we'll see. I hope you liked the video. You know, thank you very much. Like and subscribe. And if you want to see a video on the newly promoted sides of the Championship, Rotherham, Coventry and Wycombe Athletic, let me say it one more time. Wycombe Wanderers, not Athletic, Wycombe Wanderers, the Chair Boys. If you want me to do a video on them coming up and seeing how they'll do in the Championship, drop it in below, get the likes up, 10 likes, that'll be what I'm asking for, because I don't get many. But yeah, like and subscribe people, and yeah, hopefully this has been good for you. Big love, thank you. And big respects to Hull City, Barnsley and Wigan.